going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we got early reveals for the playoff promo, which is coming to MUT 23 tomorrow morning. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure you go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here, you were searching on YouTube for MUT 23 content, whether it's how to make coins, how to get free players, how to build your ultimate team, you found the right channel for everything. Stay a while, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. So not only do we have the playoff promo dropping tomorrow, but also season 3 with a brand new field pass is going to be coming. We talked about this in a video earlier this morning. Make sure you go check it out. We'll link it down below in the comment section as a pinned comment. But brand new level reset, tons of free rewards, strategy items, packs, coins, new players, a bunch of stuff to grind for, a bunch of ways you're going to be earning XP on the playoff field pass, which we'll show you in a moment. And of course, the main reward for the season 3 field pass is going to feature a 98 overall Rob Gronkowski, an absolute cracked card at the tight end position, a must-have. And again, you'll be able to get this for free. So we are getting a field pass for the playoff promo. It's a 3-part promo, so part 1 is going to be tomorrow, and then as the playoffs go on, of course, we're going to have more parts added that will probably feature players who had a good performance in this year's playoff and some throwbacks as well. But there's a lot of free content within this field pass, 30 levels. At level 30, you get a 93 overall playoff pack. I'm assuming that's a non-BND card because we got 93 heroes and 96 overall champions. At level 9 and 23, you're going to get additional 93 overalls that are BND cards. Hopefully there'll be fantasy packs where you get to pick the ones that you want. You get one early on too, so you'll probably be able to get one tomorrow. We'll cover the best ones to pick up, of course. There's going to be a bunch of field pass objectives. These are going to be things that you can do to earn XP specifically on the field pass for the playoffs. And if you were paying attention to some of those rewards from the playoff field pass, they did contain season XP, which will progress you down that season 3 field pass. And of course, when all of this content is in game tomorrow, we got you covered with many videos. A lot will be dropping tomorrow. There's going to be a lot to go over. So those are your field pass objectives for the playoff field pass. There's also going to be predictor tokens, and this is always a really cool thing when it comes to like the Super Bowl and playoffs. Basically, you're going to be able to earn these tokens, and you're going to be able to put these tokens into sets basically trying to predict what's going to happen in the playoffs in certain situations, and you can earn coins by doing so. So the tokens will likely be earned via solo challenges and probably within those field pass rewards as well. And there's going to be a bunch of different sets that you can put those tokens in. A lot of them will be repeatable up to a certain number of times. Looks like some are 12, some are 5, some are 3. And here's an example of one. If you think the 49ers are going to win their game against the Seattle Seahawks, you put that token in there. If that happens, you're going to get 4,400 coins. So the bigger risk that you take, the higher reward, the more safe risk that you take with these tokens, you're not going to get as big of a payout. Here's another one. If you think the Seahawks score between 21 and 30 points, this one pays out 13,140 coins, which I still think isn't that great, but obviously it's more than you would get if you did the more safer option of the 49ers winning, which a lot of people think is going to happen. Now we have a lot of players to go over. Here are some of the 86, 88, and 91 overall cards. We don't have actual attributes on them, but with these lower overalls, you probably don't care. And a lot of these are going to round out theme teams at certain positions. Another thing that you can use those tokens on are going to be these playoff players. And I wouldn't pay attention too much to the overalls because the overalls can actually change on all of these cards. So you have Asante Samuel Jr. Again, I'm not going to break down the attributes on them. I just want to focus on the players and the teams for the Seahawks. Though he's an Eagle legend, we have Marquise Goodwin. Next one up is going to be Jalen Phillips for the Dolphins. He had an absolutely cracked card in Madden 22. It was one of those Gridiron Forge rewards. It was really, really good. Cam Robinson is going to be the Jaguars playoff predictor player, left tackle over there. Jermaine Pratt, middle linebacker for the Cincinnati Bengals. Every team is going to get one of these. The Cowboys get Dalton Schultz and pass catching tight end for the Cowboys. Then we have Julian Love, safety for the Giants. Chris Godwin is going to be the player for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Calais Campbell for the Baltimore Ravens. And again, we'll talk about how these cards can get upgraded in a moment. Kyle Juszczyk is going to be the 49ers player, Carlos Dunlap, and I want you to pay attention to this one. All of the other cards had the wild card symbol on them. This one has the divisional symbol, and that's because the Chiefs got a first-round bye. The last one that doesn't have a bye here is Isaiah McKenzie, Buffalo Bills wide receiver. Harrison Smith, I lied, there's one more. Harrison Smith for the Minnesota Vikings, strong safety. And then finally, Landon Dickerson. And if you noticed, if you go back to the Chiefs player, the Carlos Dunlap, and you look at this Landon Dickerson, they are 91 overall. So basically, every time a player makes it through the next round of the playoffs, and with the Chiefs and the Eagles getting a first-round bye, they get a +1. So, for example, if the Bills beat the Dolphins, that Isaiah McKenzie will bump up to a 91 overall. If the Eagles get past the second round after their bye week, then that would bump up to a 92 overall. So if your player or the player that you pick gets to the Super Bowl, I believe it goes to a 94 overall, and I don't know what happens if they win the Super Bowl. Maybe that's a 95. You're actually going to be able to get 2 of these players for free. So you're going to be able to take those predictor tokens and put them into a set of whatever player you want. You're going to want to use those tokens on the players from the teams that you think are probably going to make the Super Bowl. So if you think the Bills and the Eagles are going to make the Super Bowl, you would pick Isaiah McKenzie and Landon Dickerson. It's a pretty cool concept in my opinion, and the fact that you get 2 of them for free just simply by putting a token in there makes it a lot better. You do have to do this before Saturday's games kick off. I think that says 11:14 at 3 p.m. So that'll be a video we definitely drop going over the best places, the best players to put those predictor tokens on. Now we got a bunch of 93 overall hero cards. We start off with Tyron Smith, left tackle, 92 strength, 92 awareness, 94 pass block, and 93 run block. I didn't get a chance to get all of the abilities on these cards, so this is something we'll probably cover tomorrow. Evan Neal is going to be the hero for the Giants, right tackle with 93 strength, 90 awareness, 89 pass block, and 89 run block. Actually not a really good card for a 93 overall with those attributes. Harrison Phillips, right end for the Vikings, is going to be their hero, only 75 speed, 87 power move, 93 block shed, 82 finesse move. I mean, this card's got good strength and tackle, but he's so slow, and he's only got block shed in the 90s. That's actually a pretty bad card as well. Logan Wilson, right outside linebacker for the Bengals, 90 speed. I think they said he gets Lurker for free or 1 AP, so that could be helpful. 86 block shed. I would have to see what his zone coverage is. With a pass coverage archetype, I'm assuming he has really good zone coverage. Otherwise, this card doesn't look great either. Scotty Miller, wide receiver for the Bucks, is going to be their hero. 94 speed, pretty good. 95 catch is nice as well. The deep route running at 93 is good. Mid route running 89, short 90. Those should be bumped up a little bit. So far, not really feeling these 93s. Patrick Queen, middle linebacker with 92 speed. This card looks a lot better than the other ones we've seen so far. 86 zone, that would have been nicer if it was in the 90s, but 85 block shed, 95 hit power, 91 tackle, should be pretty good against the run with that speed. Dawson Knox, tight end for the Buffalo Bills, 89 speed, a bit slow there, and unfortunately, like, these cards stink and they're not going to get upgraded either. These aren't like those predictor players, so I'm actually really disappointed in these cards so far as we look at them. Shaquille Griffin for the Jags, this one looks pretty solid. If he was a bit faster, like 94, he'd be worth it in my opinion here, but 94 zone coverage, 89 man, and remember, you're going to be able to earn 3 of these 93s free from the field pass, so we'll definitely drop a video going over the best ones, but as I look at them, not a fan of them so far. To get the 93s, here is the set. You're going to need to put 2 91 playoff cards in there, and then 2 88 playoff cards to get 1 93 overall, and of course, you're eventually going to need to use those 93 overalls to get 96s, which are going to be the champions, and let's talk about them. The first one, Isaiah Pacheco, really good looking card here. 95 speed, 90 trucking, 95 break tackle, 84 catch. The biggest problem here, guys, is that we have a enormous amount of running backs in the game, and this one looks just as good as a lot of them, but, you know, like, who do you go with? We're going to be doing a video very soon as we dropped a bunch of other videos on the best positions and players at those positions. We'll be doing one on running back soon because there's just such an overload of them. The other 96 is going to be CJ Gardner-Johnson. So excited about this card. He's a little bit on the short side, but when I had his Team of the Week card earlier in the year, I'm not exaggerating. He had an online play, like 65 interceptions for me. He was an absolute ball hawk, and this card obviously looks a lot better. 95 speed, 96 zone, 92 hit power, 94 man coverage. So I'll absolutely be grabbing up this card for the Eagles theme team and for my Goon Squad. We're also going to get 2 legendary 96 champion cards. The first one is Steve Young, and I didn't get a chance to hear what his abilities are, unfortunately, so we'll have to figure that out when they, if it's tweeted out. But another quarterback to choose from here, 91 speed, 96 throw power. All of the accuracies look pretty good there. It's all really based on what his abilities are going to be. And the 4th 96 overall is Champ Bailey. This one looks pretty good. 96 speed, cornerback, 96 man, 93 zone, 92 press, 97 agility. This is likely one that I'll be taking a look at and looking to be picking up. So to get the 96s, and I'm not a fan of this set at all right now, unless they change it tomorrow, you have to put 5 93s in there to get the 96. And it also is going to give you a fantasy pack where you get back 193 that's BND. So putting in 5 to get the 96 and get 1 back is an L, because I mean, if you look at the Campus Heroes, you basically put those same number of cards in, right? Or was it 6 of them? I'm drawing a blank, but it was 5 or 6 and you got 5 of them back. I think it was 5. You put in 5, you get 5 back. This one, you put in 5, you only get 1 back. Maybe they could have did a middle here and maybe gave us 2 back, even 3, but to only get 1 back is an L. The 96s all look very, very good, and only 193 in return is definitely an L. I don't like it at all. We do have 2 LTDs, and I know a lot of you are going to be confused and probably upset as well. The LTDs are going to feature, I'm assuming, players who had a good performance in a prior year, or a prior playoff. And I'm pretty sure they do this every year. Like, it's not a big surprise to me. I saw a lot of reactions on Twitter about it. So Randall Cobb with this card, 95 speed. He is a bit on the short side there, but he's got the slot archetype, so slot-o-matic is going to be cheap out there. Short and elite, 96 catch, 95 catch in traffic. Route running is all good. This card looks pretty solid. I wish they would have gave him 96 speed, kind of tying him up with like the T.Y. Hilton from yesterday. But all in all, I think it's a pretty solid card. And the defensive LTD is going to be Aaron Donald, 93 speed right end, finesse move, power move, block shed, all 95 plus. He's fast, he's got those. I'm sure he's going to get good abilities. Again, I apologize, I didn't catch all of those. But this one looks like it's going to be very, very good. Now, we don't know if there's going to be any type of re-rolls. We didn't get any information on that. No information on if the training variety pack is coming back. I would imagine there's going to be playoff re-rolls, but the TVP, we just don't know at this point. So if you got some training, definitely hang on to it. You might see the cards or the market go up a little bit if people are going after these re-rolls for these LTDs, because I think Aaron Donald is definitely a good one. But for now, that's all of the content that we know is coming tomorrow for the playoff promo. And of course, when it goes live, we got you covered with lots of videos, so be on the lookout for them. Thank you for watching this one. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.